we need to talk about what Trump is doing to slash legal immigration. I know we're talking a lot about interior enforcement in Minneapolis and all of that, as we should, but quietly, Trump has canceled visa processing from 75 countries, and that represents 50% of legal immigration in the United States, and actually 90% of immigrants in Africa. Well, why is this important other than the obvious considerations? This is exactly what happened in the early 1900s when racism caused the President Calvin Coolidge and the Congress to pass a racist law that the Congress grappled with for a couple of years, how they could pass a racist law that would get through the courts, and they eventually passed a quota system. But listen to what Calvin Coolidge said about this. Like, this was in 1924. He said, "There are racial considerations too grave to be brushed aside for sentimental reasons. Biological laws tell us that certain divergent people will not mix or blend. The Nordics propagate themselves fully. With other races, the outcome shows deterioration on both sides." This is what Trump and Stephen Miller are doing. They're rewinding us back to 1924. And at that era, Congress passed this law that effectively achieved a whitening of America over the next 40 years. It wasn't until the Civil Rights Act under Johnson that it got pulled back. So we need to be paying very close attention to what's happening on the legal immigration cancellation by Trump. And again, Congress needs to act. The courts need to act. We need to be paying attention to this because this is a resurgence of eugenics by Trump.